You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftatacademy.com. www.netsoftatacademy.com.
Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will explore how to keep your Azure Virtual Desktop environment secure and how to monitor its health and performance. Well, we know that security and monitoring both are crucial to ensure users have safe and reliable access to companies' back-end infrastructure. So let's get started. First up is the Identity and Access Management with RBAC. That stands for Role-Based Access Control, RBAC, RBAC. Now, RBAC helps the organization or you to assign precise permissions, or you can say privileges, to users or group of users in Azure, so that they only get the level of access or limited access on a resource to do their job. For example, you can give desktop administrator privileges to manage session hosts without giving them full control over the entire Azure subscription. Users get access only to their assigned desktop or applications, keeping things secure and well organized in your environment. So remember to use RBAC to assign privileges to multiple users in your environment, to take control of privileges, and to create a sort of hierarchy on your environments so that a particular employee will only focus on their own scope. The next very critical service is conditional access, which adds an extra layer of security by enforcing policies based on conditions like user location, the device status, or risk level. This lets the organization to make sure that the user requires multi-factor authentication when they sign in from untrusted locations. Or they can also implement block legacy authentication methods that are not secure. In this way, they cannot use any old school legacy authentication method. Or the organization can also create customized access rule that fits their policies or organizational compliance policies. Next up, you need to understand that securing your network is also pretty critical or vital. Here, Azure Virtual Desktop sits inside a virtual network, that is VNet. And we can use NSGs, that is network security groups, to control the traffic flow, both incoming or outgoing, or you can say ingress and egress. Here, the organization can restrict which IP addresses or subnets can reach the session host in the backend. You can also close unnecessary ports to reduce the attack surfaces. The organization can also put a firewall rule to protect your environment from unauthorized access. Combining all these tools, you will make sure that your network have a very secure boundary. You can create multiple layers of these boundaries if you want. Well, when all these services are configured properly and they're running, you also have to keep an eye on it. You have to make sure that you are monitoring everything so that you can proactively fix the issues. Here, Azure do provide many powerful monitoring tools like Azure Monitor, which tracks performance metrics and resource health. You can use tools like Log Analytics, which collects the historical and detailed logs for troubleshooting and auditing. Well, you can also use Azure Monitor Insights for AVD. Now, Insights will provide specific dashboards for session health, connection success rate, resource utilization, and many more vectors like this. Combining all these monitoring tools, you will be able to keep a check on your environment, and if something goes bad, you will get an alert, and you can spring back to action and fix it. Now, let me show you a quick demo of how to view performance logs and set up alerts in Azure Monitor. We'll look at CPU usage, session count, and create a simple alert to notify us if a session host goes, let's say, offline, or it is used quite a bit, right? So let's go back to demo. Now imagine you want to monitor your environment and look at the logs. So let's go to AVD and go to Monitoring tab. Here, if we click on Insight, this will give you the insight of your AVD environment, not just the individual machine. So as you can see, total host is 2, total session host, again 2. Right now, there is no one actually connected to it. So you don't see a lot of data here. Then you can check the connection reliability, connection diagnostics report. We have not run any report, so it's empty at the point. Connection performance, then users, then you have utilization, clients, and any alert, if it is triggered, it will show up here. Now, what if you want to monitor the performance of the machine itself? Well, that can be done. If we go back to our machines, and let's click on pooled VM. Then you go to monitoring, and then click on matrix. This is where you can check the performance matrix of your machine. Let's say I want to check the CPU percentage, and then you will get the history. Let's say you want to check the memory. This is your available memory. And you can create multiple charts if you want. You can also export it if you want to deliver it to a decision-making authority. Now, what about alerts? Well, you can set alerts, and if the threshold is reached, you will be notified by Azure. So let's go ahead and create an alert. So you can say view and setup, or create custom alert rule if you want. So to create the alert, first we have to enable the insight on this machine. So for that, you will go to the machine, click on Insights, and then click on Enable. So I'm enabling it for the pooled VM because I will run a benchmark on the pooled VM to see if the alert gets triggered or not. So let's go ahead and configure. It will take some time, and then it will enable the insight on this machine. And then we can set up alerts. So we'll wait for this process to finish. So once it is done, you will search for alerts and then go to alert. Here, click on create alert rule. Now we will select a resource. So let me select my subscription. All right, then go to demo. Then go to pooled VM. We need this one, and then apply. All right, now we will set the condition. So select a signal. The signal for alert will be CPU percentage. But if you want some other signals, you can have a list of signals here. You can pick and choose. I want percentage of CPU. Now, I want the alert to be triggered if the threshold is above, let's say, 90. Check every 5 minutes, and every minute it will check for the last 5 minutes of average. So my machine must stay above 90 for at least 5 minutes, and then the alert will be triggered. If this timing is not there, then you will get false alerts because machines do go to 100% as well. There are always some spikes in the performance. So this is pretty good. You can set multiple conditions as well. As you can see, you can click on Add Connection and you can put multiple conditions for the alert. Next is action. So what actions you want to take? Well, I just want a simple action. I will give it a name first, demo action. Display name is demo action. Now what I want is I want an email. This will be good enough. Or if you want to create your own action group, you can do that as well. Then create action group. When you create action group, you get more configurability out of it. So let's say demo action group, demo action group. And here you go. You also get the option for email, SMS, push, voice to your phone number. I will do that. And I will add my phone number here. All right, so I added my phone number. I will click next. Now, instead of notification, you can also create remediation. So if the alert is generated, what do you want your AVD or your Azure to do? Here you can run a automation runbook to fix the issue. You can run a function. You can put a pipeline to Event Hub. You can also raise a ticket in your ticketing system. You can initiate a logic application and so much more. We don't need this. We just want the notification for the alert when it gets triggered. All right, review it and create. All right, so the alert group is created. Now I can click next. Now you give the severity of this alert. I will just say this is very critical. So I will just put it on error level. I'll say demo alert true. Tags, review it and create. All right, I'm creating the alert now. So the alert is now created. Let's go back to our system and push it to trigger an alert. So again, I will use the client to connect with my pooled VM. Oh, pooled VM is not visible because I have some applications deployed. So no issues, we can fix it in no time. So I will go to my demo apps. I will say remove the assignment. And then I will go back to my pooled host pool, which I have my computer, and assign the user here. All right, the user is assigned. Let me refresh this. Here you go. Then click on pooled. So once you know what you're doing and you're pretty familiar with AVD environment, you can take quick actions and fix your environment. And you can also troubleshoot most of the common issues. All right, now we are connecting. And this machine is not at 100% usage right now. So I will just run a simple benchmark on CPU to push it to 100% for 5 minutes. And once I get the alert on my phone, remember I put my phone number, so I will get a call from Microsoft. It will be an automated call. Then I will let you hear it. So how to push it? Well, I'm just going to run heavy load benchmark software, which is very lightweight and free to use. All right, so this is the small benchmarking software. I will uncheck the GPU. We don't have one. I will only select the CPU load and run it. Now, if we go to Task Manager of the machine, as you can see, the CPU is at 100% load. But still, do we have any alerts triggered? Let's see. No alerts, because we have to wait for 5 minutes of aggregation. So it will take the average of the last 5 minutes, and if the average is above 90%, then the alert will be fired. So now I will just pause the video, wait for 5 minutes, and then I will show you the result. All right, so the alert got triggered. Now I will...
You got an alert for Action Group Demo AG. The message is fired Sev1 Azure Monitor Alert to more on Pool VM0.
So that's the call I got from the alert side. And it is just a pre-recorded message to tell you that, hey, there is an alert got fired. Go there and figure out how can you fix it. All right, so that was the monitoring part of this. And this is how you can keep an eye on your environment and make sure if something goes wrong, you are the first one to, on the spot to fix it, not your customers or employees. All right, so that's a wrap on securing and monitoring Azure Virtual Desktop. In the next video, we will dive into optimizing performance and cost management to get the best value from your AVD deployment. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any comments, please leave it in the comment section. I will be happy to help you. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftatacademy.com. www.netsoftatacademy.com.